Hi guys, welcome to Talk to Me Tuesday. It's Tuesday, March 24th, 2015. This is Jennifer. So I have a few things to show you, not a whole lot because I'm gearing up for retreat. My daughter was home all last week, so I only did a couple of small things. First of all, I do want to show you guys, and I'm pretty sure none of my retreat friends are watching because they're going to be too busy packing. But if you are, just quit right now. Just stop because there are spoilers in this video. So first of all, my chocolate challenge is done. That is the quilt on the wall. It does need to be quilted. I don't have a back for it or anything yet. I originally planned on doing a piano keyboarder, and I decided after I started cutting the pieces, I realized that I didn't have enough variety to make that work the way I wanted to, so I just stopped. I only cut a few pieces, and instead I did a scrappy 4-inch border. So I took all of the rest of the chocolate colored fabric that I had, and I just made a scrappy border. So that is done. That quilt top is done. That was the challenge from that we gave ourselves last year. We basically all swapped pieces of chocolate fabric. We all had the same fabrics because we all brought it and traded. And then the goal was to bring back a project this year that was completed. That's as close as it's going to be to finished. Another thing we do at retreat is we make small gifts for each other, and this year I wasn't sure what I was going to do, and then I got an idea just a few days ago and I just ran with it. So I took the rest of my chocolate fabric, and believe it or not, I still have scraps left of this fabric. The stack of it was maybe that big. It was mostly fat eighths, but I still had fabric left over. So I pulled out my chocolate fabric and I made sleep masks. So I made one sleep mask for every person in the group. This one is actually mine. They're mostly different, and I did make two out of the Hershey's fabric because I didn't have enough of any other fabric to make another one that was chocolate themed. And this is actually my pattern. I used a pattern a while back that I found online that someone else had drawn, and I found that the bridge of my nose is really high, and it didn't feel comfortable. It squished to my nose. So I made this part deeper, and I altered it just a little bit to make it work better for me. And this is just whatever elastic I had between like a quarter and a half an inch. Long story short, I'm gonna put each of these in a bag with a pair of earplugs, and I'm going to call it a retreat nap kit because we don't sleep a lot, but we all tend to go lay down for a little bit at different points during the day because we don't sleep a lot. But it's hard to sleep when it's noisy and it's light out and whatever, so I figured one sleep mask plus a pair of earplugs would be a nice little gift for all of my bee friends. So Linus was on Saturday, and I wanted to touch on that a bit because it was a little bit extra special because we had two Project of Doomers show up. Jessica was there and Ruth was there, and they both, not only did they come to Linus, they brought me fat quarters for the Project of Doom fat quarter lotto that we're doing inside the Project of Doom group on Facebook. They brought me quilt blocks, and they stayed and they helped sort blankets, which is what I do when I'm at Linus. So I was really glad to get to meet them, and it was really nice to put real life faces to names that I've gotten to know on Facebook. And now for a change of scenery, I'm extremely excited to share that my As You Wish quilt top is completely done. I finished the hand stitching on it last week. My husband had a couple of extra days off during spring break, and one day we had a movie marathon and we just watched movies all day long, and I sat and I stitched the rest of the letters. I think I finished I did like 7 in one night, and then the next day I did another like letter and a half, and I was done. So this is done. I will do a big reveal once it's quilted. I'm happy to share it with you. See, this is what took me so long, where it says The Princess Bride by S. Morgenstern. That's what took me so long. I blanket stitched around all of those letters, but they are now nice and secure. It's ready to be quilted. This is going to be the back. I actually bought this for the back of another quilt, and it was a totally different color when I got it, but it works wonderfully for my Princess Bride quilt. So I'm going to piece this back. I already have batting for this quilt, and then I'm going to pass it off to my quilter. So I don't know when it'll be done. I'm going to tell her no hurry because this is one of my own quilts and there's no rush on it. Obviously there's no rush. It took me 6 months just to stitch around those letters, but it is done. I'm super happy just to have the quilt top done. I had one other totally non-sewing slash crocheting slash craft related thing that I made. This actually I made out of scraps from we have a bucket in the garage that has like wood scraps and stuff in it. So I made this, and it's entirely glued together. It doesn't have any nails or screws or anything. And this is a dock for my foot, foot control for my sewing machine. So these are, like I said, just scraps of wood. This one I didn't cut at all. This was just the size it was. I cut this and this to the correct width. I basically just measured it, how far apart I wanted it to be, and I put this at the bottom so that my heel was here, and I put a non-slip pad on the back. This is entirely made out of scraps and glue. It didn't cost me anything. It took me about 10 minutes. I should have done this 5 years ago. But anyway, so I made this and I love it. I'm going to take it with me to retreat, and it keeps my foot control from sliding all over the floor when I'm sewing. I did want to show you this bag. This bag right here is full of orphan blocks. It's full of orphan blocks and yardage to turn all those orphan blocks into quilts for Linus. So I'm going to take some Project of Doom stuff. I'm going to take my Australian quilt stuff for that project that I showed you guys that fabric last week. And I'm going to take the orphan blocks. I don't know if I'm going to take anything else. I don't have anything else in my bag right now. If something else pops up, then I will take it. I might take one of my free motion quilt projects. I'm not sure, because then I have to take my extension table and all my different thread and stuff. So I may take that. I haven't decided yet. But I'm definitely taking the orphan blocks, I'm definitely taking Project of Doom, and I'm definitely taking my Australian quilt project. And next week when I get back, I will share with you guys all the craziness that I got up to. So be sure and stop by fandomandstitches.com tomorrow for block 12. I think it's week 12 in the Project of Doom. That seems right. Let me look. Yes, it's week 12. There will be, I think, 2 variations in addition to the original pattern, so be sure and stop by for that. I'm very excited about that. I'm always excited about the Project of Doom, because how could you not be? It's Harry Potter. I got more done than I thought I did last week. I do actually have some more Project of Doom stuff that I'm just not going to share today. It's all packed away right now because I am packing for retreat. And I think that's it. I'm not posting a whole lot on Sew Hooked right now, primarily just Talk to Me Tuesday stuff. But if anything inspires me, then I will definitely post something there as well. But most likely you'll just see me on Fandom and Stitches tomorrow, and then you will see me again next week. I'll see you guys. Have a great week, and don't forget to post your videos to ttmt.livejournal.com to have a chance to win one of, I believe, 3 awesome prizes from Wonder Woman. She is actually going to give you the choice of what you win. So I don't know about you guys, but I would pick the fabric. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.